Hey everyone, how goes it? I'm Andrew, your DM for the day. Along with this band of miscreants and murder hobos, we are the Dirty Rollers, and this is the Rime of the Frostmaiden campaign. Just a quick little difference here is the campaign. I know says you're supposed to start at level 1, but we are getting into it from a previous campaign that we had in progress. So everybody's level 5. Quite a bit stronger than they should be going through this, so you'll see some tweaks and changes to the encounters and things. So if you're following along and you know the campaign, you see some differences. That would be why. I'm just trying to keep things a little interesting still, and not be just a walk through the park for them. They'll eventually catch up quite a bit faster, I think, than level 1 parties. So it shouldn't be like that for too terribly long. So that aside. If you end up liking it, like what we're doing, like what you see, have a good time, and you just want to see more ridiculousness from, well, mostly Cradle and Igna in the terms of the offensive and ridiculous end, go ahead and give us a like and subscribe. And honestly, the biggest help you could do is to copy the link and share with just one other friend or family member that you think would like it. So, yeah, we are in 10 towns specifically. I believe we are in Targos right now, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Had some adventures with, well, I'll let James do the recap and we'll see if he gets to it. And if not, I'll throw in my 2 cents there. Some fun adventures with a certain subject that was not supposed to have been on this map, but ended up being on it anyway. So we'll do a quick little character intros real fast, and we'll get to James' recap. Chrissy, who's Ursula?
Oh, a dragonborn warlock. Her patron is the Great Old One, and she has a pseudo-dragon familiar named Tamu.
All right. Matt?
Igna, the barbarian, the wild-shaped barbarian, or was it wild magic? Wild magic barbarian, Minotaur, with a giant sword and just as giant dong.
James?
Important note.
I'm James, and I play Geo. He is a monk of the 4 elements, a warforged monk of the 4 elements.
Excellent. Garen?
I play Gero, Tabaxi Bard. I'm like 7-foot tall cat. And I am also College of Swords, so I'm a swashbuckling sword, I guess, juggling bard.
Okay. Mel?
I play Cradle, a pink tiefling who is a Way of Mercy monk, and I like dogs.
I like dogs.
Dogs.
Oh, so something...
Oh, what about your wing? Yeah.
What?
Your wings?
They're boneless.
They're baloney.
And
Baloney flats.
I'm going to put you on the spot. What kind of tiefling are you?
A Glacia.
Oh, you do.
A what?
Glacia
What?
tiefling.
I don't even know what that is.
How do you spell that?
Yeah.
Glasya.
GLA.
It's one of the, like, sub-races, or I don't know what they're... One of the
Subrace,
variants
I guess?
of tiefling.
Sublineage.
All right. So, James, you ready to go? Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give us a recap, James.
As we were leaving the North Gate, 3 dwarves had come to us and asked for aid with a Yeti situation. And in Kelvin's cairn, we told them we would look that up on the way back from our current mission to find out about these murders or sacrifices. So we went to Targos first and foremost. And when we got there, we went to a little general store named Triglio. And the shopkeeper, Justin Hunray, gave us some information saying how shady the merchant company, the Torgs or the Torgas, were. And half of the Cradle and Ursula were basically they were they were asked for help by a dog, and they followed the dog to a Keegan Velrin's house. And apparently, the dog had just gotten back from his husband's mission, which seemed to have gone awry. So Keegan had asked Cradle and Ursula if we could find them, and we took up the case. And shortly thereafter, we ended up going by the docks near the Torga's Merchant Company, and we found multiple people packing up carts, and one of which was Torga. And after being swindled out of a potion, fight ensued. People were lopped in half, and people were bludgeoned. And shortly thereafter, Sefik Caltro, one of Torga's bodyguards and the possible suspect of murders, had arrived. And then he was assaulted by Tumpy Mel, or Tumpy Cradle, Igna. And he got shit put all over him from Ursula's Tamo. And it seemed like Sefik had got away. Then Igna had caught up to him and dealt the killing blow, and Sefik's weapons had melted into the ground as if they were just made of ice, and just whatever magical property there was in them had just dissipated.
I want to clear something up though. You said the shit from Tamo. But James, you want to tell us where Tamo got that shit, since it didn't actually come from Tamo, and what happened to two of the members of your party at the beginning of this encounter?
I'm a little fuzzy, but I remember that both Cradle and Ursula were behind this area right here. And there's this little spillage you can see near the corner right here. If you can see the little red circle popping right there, yeah.
It's poop.
And they were
This is not a map I made. This is a map I found that suited the purpose for this encounter. And
yes,
of all the things on the map, of the things to look at, the things to be paying attention to in this encounter, they found what appears to be a giant pile of poop behind this warehouse barn. And the two of them got horribly distracted by it. And Ursula used her pseudo-dragon companion pet to be a shit bombardier and splatter Sefik with it.
Yeah.
And it's fresh, because look, it's steamy.
And,
It is.
So if you want to, if you're new and you haven't been keeping up with the series, highly suggest going back and watching the last episode to witness the shit bombing. See just exactly how that played out.
Yeah.
So to really sum things up, they killed everybody but Torga. Sefik is dead. The other bodyguards were dead. They left the wolves alone. The sled dogs. They're not actually wolves. They're sled dogs. And they have all of Torga's merchant company's goods. So you guys have all these goods. You have Torga bound captive. So what would you like to do? That was a good start.
Pet the dogs.
Pet the dog. That's what we heard.
I think we should try to calm them down, because they did just see us, murder a bunch of the people that handled them. If there's a chance we can even calm them down.
There's that. There was the loud, booming voice, who pooped here, shouted out that got the dogs all riled up on top of the battle.
Does anyone have anything in like animal handling or charming or anything?
I think I do. Let me look.
I'm just gonna walk up
I got a high wisdom. That's the best I got.
Yeah, I got a 0. If I go near a dog, it's getting terrified.
I have a +4 to animal handling.
Same.
At +2.
I want to grab Cradle and try to be nice with one of the 6-pack of dogs we see.
Well, you should have to control your tokens. You can move to whichever one you want.
Okay. Cradle, let's pet the puppies.
Dogs.
Let's try to make them friends. I'll pull out one of my oldest jerkies. It's kind of getting really dried out. And I'll tear it in half and give some to Cradle. Cradle, here.
Yeah.
Let's try to make them friends.
May I hand the doggo jerky?
Yeah.
Do I need to roll something like animal handling or anything?
If you're just gonna try to hand it to, yeah, just a normal animal handling check. See if you want that.
Can I give her advantage since
I rolled a 1.
I was helping?
Yeah, you can give her advantage.
Okay. 16.
That's better.
Hi, doggy.
Which jerky was it?
Oh, it was really old jerky. Some of the old human jerky I had.
Your favorite dog, human flesh?
Yeah, well, that's like some of the oldest stuff. The first people we killed in this campaign.
Dog sniffs at it, and he's still pretty leery of you, but he kind of like inches forward with his eyes still looking at you, and takes it, and turns his back to the other dogs and starts eating. And the whole time he's just looking up at you with his. He's not letting you go out of his sight, but he's eating the human jerky.
It's good, puppy.
I whisper, your name will be Little Andy.
Why?
Hello, Andy.
Let me write it down. First dog named
Little Andy.
Now, is this little or lil?
Little.
I-L-I?
Yes.
Little Lang.
Three E's. Little Andy.
I should just tell you no to name your dogs. Alright.
And I point to him, I look at Ursula, and I say, this is Little Andy.
Little Andy. Little Andy.
What about this one?
Hookerfoot.
Hookerfoot?
Hookerfoot. Let me write that down.
Which one?
The one next to Little Andy.
This is terrible.
Andy, can't you put, you can write on tokens, can't you?
And maybe try.
Can you not see their names?
No.
We can.
No.
Cradle, are you going to name every single one?
Ursula wants to name one.
Yes, one should be named Gouda.
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 That sounds delicious.
So we have Little Andy, Hookerfoot, Gouda. That'll be Marvin.
Hold
and
on.
What was the other one? What was the other one James said? Was it like Dickeldoo or something?
No,
Diggleshits?
Tampoon.
Diggleshits?
Tampoon.
Oh,
Oh yeah, Tampoon. Yeah.
This is my party.
Tampoon, that's a very good name. That's strong. You should be at the front.
So I kind of picture this like a tampoon or the tampon harpoon.
Yes.
That sounds like a terrible thing.
I would love it.
All right.
Captain Mayhab.
We have Lil Andy, Hookerfoot, Gouda, Marvin, Tampoon. And there's one more in this first pack that isn't named.
Say Tampoon.
And you don't know if they already had names, or you're just taking their names away and calling them some ridiculous shit like this. But
Roger.
Can G approach one?
Did you say GU wants to name one?
Well, I think G wants to approach one just to see if they have any name tags at all,
Oh, like a collar.
just in case.
No.
okay, you go up there. Oh, this would be so easy to just completely kill all Melissa's plans, but You look at little Andy as a piece of jerky, and you don't see anything on them other than the harness for pulling the dog sled. You don't see like tags or anything like that.
I want to do an animal handling check to pet the last one that hasn't been named.
I thought she named it Roger.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, yeah.
You can name it.
There's always the next batch.
Yeah, there's always
more.
Yeah, there's 12 more dogs.
There's more than enough.
There's like the makeshift pens inside the warehouse here. So you guys can't see the names?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to fix it later.
This is fantastic. There's 2 people to the sled, so we each get like our own sled. This is great. Our team.
Gio also brings up to them that, well, the boss is still alive, so, when they come to, we can always ask her what the names are. So if we have to give any directions, if that has anything going for it.
I see little Andy's name.
Okay, cool.
That's funny. Sorry.
Little Andy.
You guys should all be able to control these, so whoever needs to don't go flinging them around, though. They're going to have to move, like, unless you separate them, they're going to have to move, like, all as one on their sleds.
I bet if Jake was here, he would toss them all, like, off cliffs and in fires and everything else.
Yes, he would.
All right, so what are you guys doing while I'm adjusting the tokens here?
I already said that I did bind the bandit captain's hands together after she was knocked out.
Yeah. Yep.
Just to be sure.
She is fully a captive now.
I would say suspect, but okay, if you want to put it that way, put it negatively.
I'd like to walk up to Ursula and go, what were you guys so distracted by? Where were you when this fight broke out?
Oh, there was poop behind the building. It was a mysterious poop, and Cradle and I were trying to figure out what made this poop and what was in the poop, for science reasons, of course.
Oh, this must be an impressive sized poop for you guys to be so distracted by it.
It was massive. You can go look at it if you want to. It should be still back there.
Yes, I would love to see this. So,
You have to go behind the building.
You just hear it back.
Where the big poop was back here.
Look at the size of that thing. It's still steaming.
It is, still. And that's even after Tamo took some of it.
Who could create such a behemoth?
Perhaps a minotaur.
It definitely was not me.
I would like to collect some of the remnants and put it in my bag.
You guys,
Some of the poo?
you guys
Yes.
do know that it was there before you showed up. So unless Igno is supernaturally fast or has some kind of teleporting abilities, he didn't shit and zip back to you.
Quick question. Do I?
No, you do not.
Damn it.
This could be Yeti poo, maybe.
Oh, that could be true.
Giu cuts him going, I don't think the Yetis would be this far south of the mountains.
Perhaps not in town.
I'm going to take a waft of it. Smell the steam.
It smells like shit.
It smells.
It smells like shit. Definitely a shit. I just had to check because it's pretty big.
It smells like a fairly fresh, just nose scrunching shit.
Cradle, how are you? You're taking some of it?
Yes,
Are you using your hands?
of course.
Oh. I as you're doing it, I'm like using magic to clean your hands as you're doing it. So each time food gets on your hands, you're making it like dissipate off of your hands into the air. Oh, stop that. Oh, stop.
I'm not
My
naming
first-
this one whole wheat, Matt.
Why not?
That's stupid.
That's
What?
Name one gluten.
fine. Name him brioche.
I like the name whole wheat.
Whole wheat was great.
Fine.
Whole wheat. His name is Whole Wheat.
Whole wheat.
Wheat.
Whole Wheat.
So we have boosh, barf, vomit, feta, cheddar, and brie.
I don't know how many they needed
There's an
left.
extra
But,
one. You only need 3 of the cheese names.
oh, that's fine. You can knock off one of them.
Is
Do
there any?
you have
Is
a
there any
preference
in
as to
the?
which one gets knocked
Not
off?
particularly. It can be any of them.
Is there any with any particular markings in this open group over here?
Oh yeah, do you want to name one?
Yeah, he's walking towards the open group over
You
here.
named Hookerfoot.
No. I said
What's
that was one. That was
special?
one of my pseudonym before I was playing GU. Thank you very much.
Oh, so you don't want the one named Hookerfoot to be named Hookerfoot?
No, you can name it Hookerfoot. I like, but the GU character has a name in mind for one at least.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What would you like to name one?
Is there one with any certain markings on it at all? Or they all just kind of look like the same, just kind of grayish, blackish, gray, whitish, whichever.
Darkish gray and white for the most part. There's, say, one over here has like some brown, like some darker brown mixed in.
Okay, I'll go to one of the gray ones and just call it Stormy.
Stormy?
Stormy. It's a sweet name.
Okay.
That'd be the best thing ever if I go to pet one and it's like it bites me, but it's like it just kind of reels back like your hand is made of iron and stone. No, I don't know.
Let's see, where's the rest of them? Another cheddar and brie. Colby?
Beautiful.
Alright, what's everybody doing? You guys can still do stuff while I'm naming your 18 damn dogs.
I don't think there's much to do other than go back to.
Gio would at least like to check on the. Like, okay, is this flat land or is this like a building in front of it?
1 sec.
Yeah, we need to check out this other building over here.
Which spot?
Well, I was. Is this flat land or is that just like a deck or something?
I thought that was the whole
This is the
wall.
whole building. Oh, wait, no,
Okay.
no, where Garrow is. Where Garrow
Yeah,
is, that's a building. Where are you at, GU?
I'm right
This
here.
is pointing like over here. I thought these were all like wall that we couldn't get through or something.
This back one is a wall. It's the Wall of Targos. Heading to what would be east on this map would be heading towards the shoreline.
Yeah, Gio would just want to at least peek around the wall to make sure that there wasn't any backup coming because of some of the ruckus that was made.
Make a perception check for me.
Alrighty, I'm just put myself right there just so I'm like I'm peeking around the corner. Okay. All right. My first perception check with my new dice. Please show me how much you hate me. 18 altogether.
18? Yeah, you get a good look, and you don't see any backup or anything on.
Cool. Alrighty. Then I just get back to the group and be like, well, it seems like nobody heard us, so that's good.
Alright, I think I've got all the damn dogs.
They're all named?
I think so.
We should have named one Little Hernandez.
No.
Oh, Andy, did you get my? Did you get it?
1 second.
I found it and I sent it to you.
Gotta make a note of something real quick. Chrissy, you're muted.
I accidentally moved a dog and now I can't line it up again.
Alt when you move it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, little Colby. Little Colby.
Little Colby. Look at all these dogs. I have a terrible feeling they're all going to get murdered by Yeti.
G was looking at all these, and he's like, wow, these are going to be a lot of sweaters.
And Garrett's looking at them with all their food names and going, they will be tasty.
Oh, yeah, they're boys.
Good boy.
Where is boy?
I got it, James. Thank you.
He's right here. Cool.
Over here.
Oh,
Oh,
good old boy. Just a good old boy. Just a good old boy. Never made no harm.
I'll come down here where Garrow is and help him search the building.
Okay. So while Cradle is messing with the dogs, you two can go down and search this building. Or attempt to search it, because you are... find that map again.
I'm gonna stand.
Is it open?
It's actually locked up front here. You see the main door up front is locked.
Where's
there are
the door?
windows on the side that you can peek in
Where's the door? Is it here?
up front.
Okay.
Just peek in the windows.
I would like to.
Yeah.
I'd like to break the lock that. Or I should say, how is it locked? Is it like a padlock, or is it like some special lock?
From the outside, you don't know. You go to turn the handle and it doesn't turn and the door doesn't budge.
I start pulling out my thieves' tools.
Okay. But when you Garen, you were looking through the window? Or
Yeah.
Darrow? You look through the window and it looks like it might be some kind of like you see a desk with like paper strewn across it, and you see like other papers in the background in different like cubbies and things. You get the sense of like it's some kind of like administration or office of some kind, and you know that you're up in an area of like warehouses and things of that nature.
Looks like an office.
Go ahead and open the door.
Telling Garrow?
Yeah, because he was pulling out his thieves' tools.
All
I was
right.
like, yeah, no, go ahead, open the door.
I wasn't sure because I saw you raising up your weapons.
I was going to, but then I saw you put that. I put this
You're
down.
looking at you like, huh?
You, me, you.
After you.
You.
I'd like to think that at this point, Tumpy would just come in and just try to kick the door down.
Absolutely,
Alright.
probably would. Oh yeah, I need to give you control of Tumpy, don't I? My bad.
Yeah, I don't see his token. But oh wait, no, I do. It's under Barf.
Oh god, they moved all the dogs.
Sorry. Oh no, Tumpy's under Barf.
So there you go, James. You should be able
Oh,
to
right. Yeah. So yeah, I think like while they're doing it, no after you, he'd just be like, God damn it, just break down the door.
make an attack roll against that door, because he probably would.
So when I just do his unarmed attack,
Yeah, this would absolutely be Tumpy, like Jake playing Tumpy, where he sees Garrow bust out the thieves' tools and tries to kick the damn thing down anyway, like while he's knelt next to the door.
19.
Okay. He smashes the door. He kicks it in, and just the spot in the frame where there was a deadbolt holding it into just splinters, and the door gets kicked in. Inside, you see it's dark and seems to be empty.
Ta-da!
You said there was a desk in here, though, with papers strewn about?
On this side, yep.
I'd like to investigate the desk.
Make an investigation check for him.
I'd like to search around. 13.
13.
Just see what I see.
And you're a soldier, so your background is that of a soldier, right? Your backstory.
It be.
So you kind of recognize it. It looks like to your soldierly side, it seems like supply stuff. So you get the idea that it's this office, rather large office, is more of like it's for like shipping, because you're right on the lake here. It's probably like shipping manifest, or at least like which boats are coming into and out of harbor. And yeah, other than that, you don't see like any kind of specific info. You just see what looks to you to be like like shipping schedules and manifests and things.
Does it? Is there anything for like I guess like manifests of recent shipments and like where they were going, or anything that's coming in that might be of interest?
Roll a perception check while you're looking through all these.
22.
22?
Yeah.
Give it a really good once over, but as far as you can tell, it just looks like it's mostly supplies, at least for this one in this office. It just looks like it's mostly fishing boats. Some other supplies, you can see one for lumber, but it you can see like other spots where this particular ship has come in. You see like the loads of lumber seem to be going like lower and lower to where this one is at like a fraction, like an eighth of what the ones from when this particular ship was being kept track of. And you get the idea that it might have something to do with endless winter up here in Icewind Dale. That you guys would be aware that like lumber and like firewood is starting to be an issue, like with there not being any light, needing more and more fuel for the fire.
Okay.
Business is getting bad. When I check the room, actually, if there's any candles in the room, I'd like to snap my fingers and light all the candles that are in the room, if there are any, so we can see better.
Yeah, you can quite easily light the candles in here. And you do that, and Tumpy kind of follows behind Igna, and like whereas Igna's kind of carefully looking for papers and stuff, like Tumpy just starts like swinging his arm and knocking shit off the tables, and gets bored real quick and walks back outside.
I'd like to think that Tumpy was mainly looking for booze.
Yeah. That was just one room in there. Like that was just the office where Garrow looked in and saw right here. So Garrow, when you snap your fingers and you light any of the candles that are around, you see you guys walked in the main hallway. There was a door on the right that led to the big office room. In the back here, it looks like a small kitchen with a wood burning stove. It's kind of just bare bones and basic. There's just a small table in there with 2 chairs. And this room back here on the left, it's looks like probably some kind of like a meeting or like conference area. Like you can see like there's a bunch of papers stuck up on a wall that I'm not sure what the papers are, but you see a bunch of papers stuck up on the wall. You see like one like desk with like some kind of small podium next to the desk, in front of all the wall with all the papers, and you see some chairs like lining the wall, just some crude wooden chairs. And then back this way, in the corner, there's 2 adorable ass baby deer back there. I keep looking at them. There's a stairway in this back corner leading up to the 2nd floor. And then like the rest of this room here, they are like There we go. It looks like there's like racks with maybe commendations or trophies, medals, things like that. And you take a second to look at them. It just says something about like best shipping or like things along that. Like whatever the company this is, like they've won awards for their business and things like that. So you see small little looks like either like gold plated tin or something, like some kind of looks fancy, but it's probably not worth much. Sort of little medallions and trophies.
Does this appear to be owned by the Torgs, or is this where I guess the Torgs are more traveling?
The information that you were given before, like the Torgs merchant company, is a traveling company. You don't think they'd have any
like a base?
Yeah, no base or anything like that.
Upstairs?
You go upstairs. It's empty. You see, like you get up to a big landing. It splits off like two main hallways. You see a hallway going. Let's see, I can do up to the main landing. Oh, that's way too big. Nope, can't do that. And it branches off like this, and you see my bad, this is stupid. Oh man, whatever. I'm not going to take the time to draw because it's going to be terrible. Anyways, you see the hallway leading north and one leading east. And you can see different doorways. It looks like about 2 doorways each on the hallways there.
One for me, one for you.
I'll take whichever one he doesn't go into.
Okay.
I'll go into the last one.
All right. So each of these doorways, it seems to be like their bedrooms, like crew quarters or something. There's actually like bunk beds stacked on top of each one, just super bare, wooden. It looks like maybe they were like straw mattresses, but they haven't been used in a while. They're just like super rudimentary sheets. Like pillows look like they've been just used forever and worn away. You see empty like chest of drawers and foot lockers. You don't see anything in them. In Igna's and Garrow's. Garrow sees about the same thing. It's a room with bunk beds and foot lockers, 2 foot lockers, and a chest of drawers. And in yours, you can find your chest of drawers a pair of old pants, like shitty, ragged old pants, and in the
old pants, amazing. Just throw them.
In the Foot Locker, you find an old pair of boots with like the soles are like worn through. They're super shitty looking. They're
wonderful.
Much past the prime. Similar leather to your old human jerky that you gave the dogs.
I take a bite of it. Nope, that's bad.
But yeah, other than that, you don't really find much up here. It just looks like a crew sleeping quarters almost.
Is there a window up here?
On Igna's side, there are windows out there. The room that you're in right now is like towards the interior of the house. So
okay, I want to go search for a window real quick. If I see it in Igna's room, I run to the window.
You would see a window over here.
Oh, okay. I run to that window and I push it open and I start relieving myself. Because I have to pee right now. So I'll be back.
All right. Ignore, you doing anything else in there? Since
I was just gonna look around and see what's where, like inside the chest and underneath the mattresses, and shake out the pillows.
yeah, go ahead and roll investigation for me.
Oh, good God. It's not going to be good. That's not bad. I'll take an 18.
18? Pretty thorough. You don't really find that much of anything. It's more like the other room that's in the hallway that you're in is more the same. There's like another bunk. The like 2 more foot lockers and a chest of drawers. You find a couple like old tin mugs in this one. Don't really look like anything special.
Oh.
But you're pretty thorough.
Okay. Okay.
What are you guys doing back here with the dogs?
Naming the teams.
I see that.
Yeah. We got Team Bread. Maybe it should be like Team Gluten.
Team Gluten.
Team Barf and Cheese. And Team WTF.
Besides that, we already gathered up all the stuff from the carts and things, right?
I think you guys had left everything in the carts. Like, you looked through it to see what was there, but you had left it all. And I think, if I remember right, you said you were going to take it back to the merchant in
Yeah.
Targos.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think
Okay.
Justin was his name or something.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
Where did we leave? Where did we leave what's her face at?
Oh,
I think it's in a cart.
do you standing nearby, making sure she's not getting away?
And I've had the dead body just across my shoulder this whole time as I'm searching.
Oh, you
I'm
have
just carrying something.
you have Suffolk?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was Justin Hunray, the proprietor of Triglio, back in Targos. So that's where you would need to. I mean, you're still in Targos, but that's who you had said you were going to take these back to. You don't have to. It's up to you guys.
No,
Probably
we would take it back.
He gives some really good information. He seems like good people.
All right, let's load up. You guys want to load up, move out, deliver some goods?
Roll out.
We did some bad, so now we need to do a little good.
I say we tuck the dead bodies like underneath, as just so we're not like carrying two dead through the city and drawing attention to ourselves.
Make them into turkey.
You only have one dead body, though.
Well, sorry, yeah, one dead body and one unconscious body.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it gets turned into turkey.
Oh, I lied. There is 2 dead bodies. I forgot about
Oh,
that.
there was the other guy.
Oh, there was a dead body in here, wasn't there?
Yep. One of the sleds had a dead body in it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Like a half elf or an elf or something.
Yep, I forgot about that.
I forgot too.
I mean, good point though. We don't need Sepic's whole body.
A male half-elf in his 30s with a stab wound in his chest.
Yes. Yes.
Wait a minute.
We could just cut off Sepic's head, turn his body into jerky, and then now we are just having to transport a head.
Did
That sounds like a great idea. I like it.
what race was Keegan's husband, Garrett?
I think human. Wasn't he?
I know Garrett was a human. I just couldn't remember if, I remember Keegan was human, but I just couldn't remember if Garrett was or not.
A rugged bearded man, tall with a bushy beard.
Oh, yeah.
I just wanted to make sure that we're like, well, we're going to go try to find your husband, but I think you already found him. That's my luck. I was like, oh, shit.
There's that.
Can I tell what race Sephic is?
Yeah. Suffolk is
Dick.
Dick.
The Dick race.
Yeah.
Just a human?
I believe so.
Well, like, I've had human before. It doesn't quite interest me anymore.
And Torga's a dwarf, or is she also human?
I think dwarf.
Dwarf.
I look at Torga and I'm like, I have not had dwarf yet.
She's currently knocked out. I believe you guys dealt the last bit of damage to her as a non-lethal bludgeoning and knockdown.
Weren't there other dwarves around here that we killed?
Yeah, I think her.
I think all her minions were dwarves, weren't they?
I think so.
So,
I thought Sepik was the only one that was different from the rest.
Yes, I think so too.
And I look at Tumpy and I pull out my scimitar standing over one of the dwarves and I'm like, Tumpy,
no.
do you mind? Does this bother you?
the rest of them were human.
Oh, they're human? Okay.
Oh, they were human?
Yep.
No. I thought they were dwarves too for some reason.
No jerky for me then. Unless Igna, I hand you my sword. Unless you want some human jerky?
Who did you ask?
Igna.
Igna.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Cradle, where are you looking for food?
In the building. Yeah.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check in there.
Oh no, I'm terrible at investigation.
Do they have dog chow?
Should I assist?
4.
4?
Yep.
Ursula, yeah, you can assist and give her
I assist.
advantage on it.
Okay.
You guys have been palling around and looking at
Or should I-
this whole time.
Or should I let you roll it, Ursula?
Oh, well, you don't want me to roll it. I just rolled a 1.
Oh god, our dogs are gonna die.
Yeah, so you two don't find any food in there.
Shit.
I don't have that. Do you remember the name of that, the plugin, the
Beyond 20?
is that what it is?
Yep.
Beyond 20?
Yep.
I don't have that in this browser. I'm going to get that real quick.
Is the trial version gone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Trial version.
I don't even remember what that was now. I don't remember what that was on my computer.
I think it was an art thing you were messing with.
Was it? I don't remember.
Version.
Trial.
That was incredibly stupid.
Andy, does it look like there's any food for the, like, there would be dog rations or anything like that on the carts we have?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Investigating. Investigation. I got a 4.
There's a whole lot of stuff, but you don't see like dog specific rations.
Okay. Well, perhaps we could trade all these goods for some rations.
That's
Justin
true.
might
Could
have
do
one.
that.
Giu's gonna. Giu has such mixed feelings about doing this, but he's gonna take some cloth off his person, rip it off, and do a gag just to make sure that Torga won't raise an alarm when she comes to. If we're gonna be transporting her, we don't want suspicion. Like he's feeling so conflicted. He's like, usually I'm beating the shit out of people that do things like this. What am I doing?
You're a vigilante, and from what you know, Torga was most likely not a nice person herself. At the very least, she employed a killer, a supernatural killer of some kind.
It's a good point. Real good point.
Yeah, and whenever we start getting ready to head out, I'll be on the same cart that we transport Torgas on, and we'll just throw one of the furs over top of her.
Okay.
And I'll be on the cart just to make sure that if we hit a bump, she doesn't fall off.
Cool. All right, so it's Triglio isn't really that far from you guys. It would only take and especially on the dog sleds, even though you're. Actually, tell me who's going to be driving each team.
Oh, I'm on red team.
bread team.
Yeah,
I'm all about barf and cheese.
go ahead and put your tokens on whichever team you're riding on here.
I guess I'll be on what the fuck.
I guess I'll be on, since Ursula helped name all the cheese dogs, she's gonna go to the cheese team. Cheese and barf and cheese team.
G will go on what the fuck with Garo and
Barbarians together?
yeah. Tumpy just looks over at Igna like,
Calm
yeah,
down. Calm down.
yeah.
So,
Do you want to drive? Do you want me to drive?
it's the 2 barbarians. Who's with Garo?
Gia.
You know, if you're offering to let him drive, he was like, I'll try something once, just to see what it's like.
Good try. It's good to try anything once.
Can you make sure that she doesn't fall off while we're driving, just in case? Because this is my first time driving anything.
I'm so excited. Never been dog sledding before.
I've never driven anything before, so this could be interesting.
Interesting is good.
So
We can only hope.
1 second. I gotta set up the next little screen for you guys here.
Make sure to transfer all these tokens.
They're already transferred. I just have to make some adjustments. Oh, wait. I have to transfer all the damn dog tokens, though.
Yup.
Crap.
Goddamn right you do.
In the meantime, Garo's sparking up a big cat bowl.
Oh.
Mystery tobacco.
Purple plant and pubes?
No.
Okay.
That's from the other game.
Oh, yeah.
Purple point.
My God.
No,
This
not
is
as much
strong tobacco I got from, was it? What were they?
Hobgoblins?
Hobgoblins.
Yeah,
Hobgoblins.
I remember.
Oh, he bought that dank shit.
Do you want any? Yeah. Have a little puff. It's quite good.
Cool.
The
Quick
body's a
What,
temple.
what was Cal's opinion of all the things that we just did?
So, Cal. Oh, man. I need we really need a Cal token because it would be pretty amusing.
I could try to whip one up sometime over the
I mean,
next.
it's just a dragon skull, right? Like,
Yeah. Let's see.
do they not have a dragon skull token?
Like a white dragon skull.
That's cool. It floats.
Yeah,
And talk.
flying dragon.
And it is very sassy.
Looking real
It's
fast.
full of all the sass.
Actually, this might work for now. Let me make this available to all you guys.
What the fuck is that?
That could be a dragon skull.
That looks like something.
I'm very much reminded of like a heavy metal magazine cover.
You can hear the notes.
It's a one-way ticket to midnight. Riding
All your damn pets.
Oh, I'm definitely going to be playing some.
Let's face it, he's going to throw a Yeti druid at us that's going to have fireball. So he can wipe out all the pets simultaneously.
A Yeti druid.
He's going to pull some crazy...
A Yeti wildfire druid.
Yeah, that'd be ironic as shit. He's like, I'm scared of it, but I can't help it.
Alright. So, you guys... There we go.
The map.
The map.
I'm
It's
the
the
map. I'm the map. I'm the map.
So yeah, you guys, you were up here in this area,
Yeah.
and you've got all your stuff packed up, and you're heading down to Triglio. Going through the streets, you definitely get some looks from the few people that are out and about, or you maybe get some of the busybody people like looking out their windows and kind of glaring at you and seeing what you're doing.
I wave at them.
It's the princess wave, isn't that what you called it, Chrissy?
Yeah, so the princess wave where it's like,
Yeah.
So you don't tire your hand out when you're waving to lots of people. Hero knows this because he waves a lot.
Oh, he being the bard that he is. So yeah, you guys make your way there. Nobody stops you or anything. You just get some weird looks, and you get to Triglio.
I sing to Triglio we go.
So, do I have to make any rolls or anything? Because Gio has not had any experience with this shit.
Actually, which three are driving?
I was.
Igna, Giu, and
Cradle.
Igna. Actually, I need all three of you guys to make an animal handling check for.
Fuck off.
See if you
I'm going to do it through the digital dice, so we can see how gloriously I can fail.
Yeah, let's
Is
see.
it Ursula or Cradle doing this?
Okay, that's a load of bullshit. That should be the
Cradle.
That one, even though it's two.
I got a 15. I'm okay.
15.
Nice.
15 and a 2.
A 2.
So Igna,
Those dogs explode.
Igna and Tumpy bringing up the rear. So the other four of you guys, you can hear behind you like some bumping and crashing, and when you look back, you see Igna, this fucking minotaur, just having the reins of a dog sled. It's a super weird sight in and of itself, but you can see the sled itself go bouncing off of like houses and like smashing through barrels that are out along the side of the street. There's a horse trough, and you guys just fuck that horse trough and just nail the side of it. Just barely able to stay on the dog sled and keep it upright. But
I'd like to think that Tumpy would at least say once or twice if there's people that are just jumping out of the way. He's like, "Get the fuck out of the way!"
Tumpy is just laughing maniacally at this point.
That's even better.
He's having a blast now. Like, he thinks that smashing into everything is just a hilarious good time. But yeah, Igna, you have the feeling that if you were going any faster and like maybe not in town with like a clear set path, that you probably have fallen off this thing numerous times, and probably even if there wasn't the other two dog sled teams in front of you, you'd be in some serious trouble trying to drive this thing.
I accept what's happening here.
I accept.
You don't have to. So yeah, there some brief struggles. You guys get to Triglio, and yeah, you guys are at Triglios. So you have your sleds parked to the front, probably the side for one of them of the shop here.
I just like to yell, "Justin!"
Nothing happens at first.
Do it again.
Justin?
You see the door creak open and the head pops out. Oh, hi. Waves at you. Like he takes a second. He takes a second and looks, and his eyes go wide at like the carts that you have.
We have goods for you. And the doc's is back.
For me, I didn't order anything.
Oh, you did?
We have no need for these. We know you said that supplies are hard to come by, and we figured the town might use them. And you'd be the person to distribute them as best as possible.
He says, hang on, I'll be right out. And he ducks back in for a second, and he comes back out, and he's got a heavy fur coat on. And he's looking over the carts. Who had the bodies and body parts?
I'd like to think that the bodies and, well, at least the bodies and maybe the dwarf were on WTF, kind of getting covered up by the multiple furs.
Okay. So are you guys going to try to stop him from seeing that if he looks, or?
Well, I think we rearranged it to where they are on the way bottom, so when he starts getting to like the point to where the furs are still covering them up, we'd probably be like, we'd like to at least keep this for ourselves.
Yeah, I like that what he said.
Yeah.
Justin says, "Oh, by all means, I didn't order any of it. I don't know that I can pay for this. It's completely unexpected.
We'd like to make a trade for supplies for our dogs. We have got a trip we got to go on right now. So
yeah, if you have any food, if you have any types of dog food or any bulk.
Oh, yeah, certainly. I can trade a fair amount of it for all this." He says, "Actually, do you know what all you have here? What all's in this?"
I don't remember now.
I remember we looked it over. There was a bunch of fine furs. There was one that had vials of brown potions.
Oh yeah, did we want to keep the potions?
we want to keep some of them.
Let's at least keep there. I think there was like a box of 10 or a box of 8. I can't remember.
I wonder if I wrote it down. I'm gonna look.
Yeah, I gotta look at my notes too because I think I took.
I think Garen did take some.
Yeah, you and I both took some potions, I believe.
I think so too. Let's see.
The brown potions.
There were 6 brown potions, 24 vials of poison. It looks like.
I remember taking some poison.
A scimitar, dagger, light crossbows. I wrote that down too. 70 gold worth of gems was somewhere. Apparently, because I wrote that down.
I'm gonna guess you're not giving
you all the gems.
Okay. And that looks like that's all I wrote.
Yeah, all I wrote was 92 gold, 76 silver, 125 copper, 70 gold. Oh, 70 gold worth of gems.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. So on the rest of the goods would be cut wood, flint and tinder, flasks of whale oil, blankets, furs, rations, bottles of wine, and casks of cheap ale.
Oh, did Tumpy take those?
The wine and the ale. It sounds like a Tumpy thing to do.
More than likely.
He did.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he did. I'm just going off of the Tumpy instinct. Anything alcohol? Yeah. I don't know.
So
If there's a ton, I would say we'd keep some and then give him some.
There's bottles of wine and casks of cheap ale.
Does Tumpy drink wine?
No, but I think Tumpy would be like, well, let's keep the casks at least. You know.
Yeah, I think so too.
You giving up the wine but keeping the ale?
I think so.
All right. So somebody keep track of that. And then you also have the brown potions that they try to sell you for healing, and the poisons. So how many? You can keep however many vials of poison you want.
I've got that I took 24 vials of poison.
So you took
That's
them all.
right.
Okay.
I think I have I don't remember how many potions I took because I didn't write it down apparently, but I think I took. I'll just take 2 of the brown potions, I guess, unless somebody wants them.
I'll take how many potions of brown were there?
There was 6 of them.
Potions of brown.
Yeah, potions of brown.
I'll take a potion of brown.
Damn food potions.
Or 2 potions of brown just to wash them down and try it.
Wash one down with another brown.
Yes.
Yeah, nobody took the one that GU bought, right?
No, I smashed it into one of the dude's faces, so I don't think anybody was able to take it. I give returns for
Drinking it through osmosis.
I guess I don't need that much poison. I'll keep it anyway.
You never know.
You never know what you
might have to
Listen
poison
to that you do
something
it
really
24
big
vials
or
of poison,
something.
yeah.
Or just loading around 24 vials of poison.
Yeah.
Is very important.
I'll put most of them, I guess, in the bag of, or half of them in the bag of holding, and then half of them on my person.
Okay.
So you.
Oh man, Andy, did you hear about the update to bags of holdings?
Yeah, they're actually going to
With
try
capsules?
they're actually going to try to keep track of how much stuff is in them now.
That's gonna be good.
And
But-
they'll also have a container, so you can actually see what is in the bag of holding and how much weight it's holding. So it'll max out at 500. So no more like sticking entire like land vehicles in them and getting away with it, because it'll actually max out. DMs won't have to.
But I thought that was the point of them.
No, they have limits. Like it's cubic feet of space and weight.
Mm-hmm.
They can't just hold infinite amounts of things. Like it's actually in the rules how much they can carry. But I honestly never ever feel like doing the math to figure out how many cubic feet of space your shit's taking up. Or
I've never seen anyone actually do it, because it's just so much work for something that's like, they just forget it. We'll figure out when it gets to capacity.
yeah, like once you guys have got like 16 chests full of shit and a couple wine casks in there, like you're probably hitting weight for it. So
But this would be cool.
yeah,
I would think it'd be limited to like whatever you can fit to the whole of your bag. So,
I think
Isn't it magical in the way that you can put anything in there, though?
I believe there's limits. I don't know what the limits are, but
I mean, like you
it
couldn't
seems
put
like pretty
a dog
creative
sled
shit.
in there.
A what?
You couldn't put like a dog sled in there, or that'd be just dumb.
We put Hydra heads in there once.
Yeah.
G still needs to do that test. He doesn't need air. He just wants to stick his head in there to see what would happen.
I'm still sad about the Hydra thing. We didn't get to something I wanted to do.
We didn't?
No.
Oh, is that because we killed Maven really early?
Well, yes and no, but that's not the thing. You guys didn't open one of the other doors in Naven's lab. And
Oh, that thing.
Was it the one in the magical darkness?
yes.
Oh, that would have been cool.
We didn't want to open that.
No, I didn't want to open that.
We just heard noises. Like, we couldn't see nothing, though. It's like, oh,
Yeah, look at that. That was a full-on, that's locked away. Keep that locked away.
hell no.
2 feet in diameter at the mouth, 4 feet deep is what the bag is. It can hold up to 500 pounds and not exceed a volume of 64 cubic feet. The bag weighs 15 pounds regardless of its contents. If it's overloaded, pierced, or torn, it's ruptured and is destroyed.
How many
Oh, no.
how many casks of ale was there? Of the cheap ale?
I'll say 2. It doesn't give a specific amount, but I'll say 2.
All right. And do you think a cask would fit, or do you think that'd be too big?
Figured that would be something that could fit.
Somebody will just carry them around everywhere.
I'd say with some work, you could probably fit a cask in there.
A cat? We can put a cat in there,
Cask.
too.
I mean, you can put a cat in, but it's probably not going to do so hot.
I think some people would would just look at GU like, don't fucking lose these. And GU would just, help them stuff them into the bag.
Well, this is somebody's figured this out. A bag of holding can hold just over 59 U.S. liquid gallons of ale.
Somebody that actually figured this out.
It looks like it. So cut out the barrel and just dip your mug in. No need to overcomplicate it.
We need to get another bag of holding just for that. That'd be fun.
Just has a
bag of
straw
ale.
coming out the top of it.
Yeah.
Drinking ale from the astral pocket in there. Or
It's
astral
like
plane.
a
Oh my God.
camel pack
somebody holds the bag open and somebody's like dunking their head and they're like, "Tell me." He's like, "I don't know."
Throwing full Batman again.
No.
No, we instead of cake stands, we'll do like a bag of ale stands.
Oh,
Hold the legs, dunk your head in.
Until they go limp.
now you really can't breathe.
All right. So we'll get back on track here. You guys are showing off the goods to Triglio, and he looks over and he says, "This is a lot of stuff. Are you sure? Like, I really can't pay for this, and even though I have a lot of rations and things for the dogs, that won't equal out anywhere close to it. So this is way more."
Yeah. Oh, it's completely okay. It's our pleasure.
Thank you.
You're helping us out. I'm sure maybe you'll help us out later.
Absolutely. He looks over though at the potion bottles and he says, "What? Please, I don't mean to be rude or act like I'm ungrateful, but do you know what this is by chance?"
There's supposed to be healing potions, but I think they're crappy healing potions. I'm not sure. We haven't tried one yet.
You may want to have them tested first.
Okay, I won't.
G will step up to the plate. No.
You gonna try one?
Sure.
Tested and identified.
But before he does, he's going to punch himself to do some damage, just to see if it does heal him.
All right.
Should I just roll a
D4?
Roll a D4? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, where's my D4s?
Find the Caltrum.
There you are. Yes. No, that doesn't count. It landed on the blanket. 4.
4? Yeah, you deal yourself 4 damage. You just solid robot hook to your robot jaw.
Yep. And now thinking back, and he's like, why didn't I just do this and possibly save lives of people without really killing anybody?
Yeah, you were in the moment, and they were being assholes.
Yeah. All right, and I will take one of the brown potions and I will give it a whiff before I take a drink.
You've had healing potions before, and it doesn't really smell like a healing potion. It doesn't smell like it doesn't smell like it's rotten or anything like that, but something just smells off about it. It doesn't smell quite right.
Down the hatch.
All right. So you don't really feel anything. Just kind of it doesn't taste the greatest, and kind of taste what you imagine mud would taste like, but you don't feel any effects whatsoever from it. Who the hell thinks of old sock water? Like
that wouldn't be surprising.
Why was that the like flavor that came to your mind right there?
I don't know. It just did.
Old sock water juice.
You ever see those ShamWow commercials where it's like, look at this, it's still white and they wring it out like brown water and shit?
Yeah.
Some Billy Mays potion.
Yeah, pretty much. OxyClean.
Disgusting.
So what do you think, Gio? These are stock water?
So there's something's coming back to me about them saying, well, if you take this and then you go to sleep, you should be healed. But I think you already heal regardless without the potion. So I think your best bet would be to empty them out and just keep the vials for anything else you'd want to put in them that's actually useful. Because that tastes like old sock water.
I'll pour out the 2 I got.
And then when he says sock, he's like, because he still has to make the sock fruit. He had just barely gotten started.
Oh.
So I don't have. I wish I had full Cradle art. I just picture art of Cradle like she's got a long like trench coat on, and she's holding open her trench coat, and it's just like old dirty wet socks in her trench coat. But he says, Justin says, it's probably smart. You wouldn't want to sell something that's not what it is. Kind of ruin the reputation of my store. And besides, I wouldn't want to make anyone sick or ill or anything either. So he starts taking them, and he says, no, I can't thank you guys enough. This will go a long ways for the store, the town, everything. He says, should I ask where this came from? Because if you see him look down at one of the sleds, and he can see a flag on the side of it with the gold wolf's paw on a black field. And he says, I can't say that standard there is unfamiliar to me.
Which flag or which sled has that flag?
Let's say it's the barf and cheese, the barf and cheese sled.
That's the most special sled.
Is that the Torgus symbol? Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's her merchant company.
No, maybe don't worry about quite where they came from.
I would just say that maybe you just got this over the span of a couple days from some random people. For plausible deniability.
Yeah, they were bad people. It was a bad group.
He looks up and he sees, like, quite plainly the multiple people that are walking along the streets, and like even some of the town guard members, like looking in the direction of you guys and your sleds. He says, I think it would be hard to really lie. It's like, I don't think you avoided the gaze of some of the residents on your way through, but maybe if you don't mind. And he reaches for the flag. He hurries up and balls it up and hands it to you guys. He says, I don't think most people will miss wherever this came from, and he gives you kind of like a sly look. So there's kind of they tended to bring trouble with them where they went.
Sir Justin, do you have any plain fabric and paint?
Jesus. He says, yeah, he does have some. He'd be happy to just include it in with the dog supplies.
Oh, thank you. And I give him a hug, and then I go running back to Boosh and Barf and Boy.
All right. So you have did you have a preference in like what color fabric? He's got like a gray, a black, and a blue, like a navy blue.
What color's the paint?
He gives you white, black, and
Ursula, what color flag should we make for Barf and Cheese?
What color?
It's not a lot. It's almost like like a little bit smaller than like a mason jar full of each color.
What colors were they again?
What, the paint?
Yeah.
The paints were white, black, and red.
White, black, and red.
We could do...
I like all three.
Those are all my favorite colors.
And the fabrics were gray, navy blue, and black?
Yep. I feel like you guys both ran and opened up like complimentary color wheels or something.
And they're like,
I was imagining them in my head, which one will look better on what.
What signifies Barf and Cheese?
That's what I was thinking too.
Maybe
cheese. Maybe red. If we're following color theory, red is used a lot for like excitement, lots of energy, and like food related things. Like cheese, perhaps.
Delicious.
Powerful puking, power vomiting,
So maybe
high
red,
energy power vomiting.
maybe red on gray.
Yes.
And Garrett, yes.
The white, black, and red will look great on gray.
Yes.
Well, I'll let you two artists come up with your own flag. And, if you actually would like to do the art for it, I'll put it in the game somewhere.
Can I just say that I can't help but to think of the Rolling Stone's mouth with the tongue coming out, but instead of the tongue, it's like liquid with like a piece of like square, like Swiss cheese. I can't help but to think of that. That's good. I can't help it.
I'm also going to paint each dog name on their own harness.
So, Justin actually, after he brings you out the fabric and gives you a fair bit of fabric, actually, it looks like it's at least enough to make like at least three flags for each of the sleds, but there's probably quite a bit more than that. The paints, it's about a little bit smaller than like a mason jar full of each color. And so he drops that off, and he comes back out, and he has like a bundle of different meats for the dogs. He said he tells you it's mostly like scraps and other like leavings from the butchers, and he said it would be fine for feeding the dogs. He also gives you it's kind of like this big messy bundle of stuff, and he tells you, he says, I apologize, but we don't normally sell this stuff here. It's mostly sold by other folks, but this is just what I have in case of emergency. And when you take a second and like untangle it all, it looks like it's different harnesses and like replacement pieces for the dog sled harnesses. And he says, just in case any of these wear out or snap, or any mishaps.
Thank you.
And he after he gets done showing it to you, he puts it all in a sack, like a burlap sack, and hands it to you.
Thank you, sir.
So he says, it's just totally up to you guys. This is 100% your decision, but are you taking the sleds with you, or are you supplying the sleds as well and the dogs?
We will need the sleds for what we're doing.
Yeah.
But maybe after, I'm not too sure yet. We just have a mission or two to run with these first.
We have a husband to save.
Yeah.
Running out.
He says, oh, no, by all means. They're yours. I just wanted to know if I needed to make space or contact someone to hold the dogs for the night. That's all. The supplies are just, I can't tell you how thankful I am for all the supplies. And it takes a little bit, but if you guys help him, it speeds things up a little bit. And he takes all the supplies inside. There's now, with your guys' supplies, the supplies for the dogs, it's now a lot more like comfy, easier to fit like one driver and one rider on each sled, along with the supplies for everyone.
I'd like to take Boy and put one of the harnesses on Boy and start hooking it up to the front of Barf and Cheese's dog sled.
Boy.
I'm going to tell him, you're going to be the leader. You'll pave our way to where we're going. And then I'll boop him on the tip of his nose and color his nose red.
I do believe that Keegan did give Cradle and Ursula a piece of Garrett's fabric. I can't remember if he did or not, but it's
Yeah, I think so.
yeah, just like a tracks for track.
Yeah,
that is
As I boop his nose, I go, this nose is very important and will lead our way.
Which team is he leading?
Barf
Barf
and
and
cheese.
cheese.
Barf and cheese.
I say Bark and Cheese take up the head of the pack as it is then.
There's so many tokens on that sled.
It's the split of tokenry.
It really is. All right, there we go. You're fired.
So it's still the morning, right? Correct? Because we woke up early morning, went down to the docks, and had ourselves a little battle, or I don't know what time it is. How long it took us to get down there?
You did your battle. You investigated the warehouse. You investigated the office building, and then you took your time here, and you helped unload the sleds and load your new stuff back up. So let's say it's afternoon now. Yeah, like midday. And you now have your sleds with your own provisions and the supplies he gave you for the dogs.
Do we have any idea how far away the location we're going to is from where we are?
You have kind of two locations. You have you're looking for the dwarf sled, and you're also trying to get to, were you supposed to be going to Kelvin's Cairn?
Kelvin's Cairn is the area where the apparent Yeti attack on the Dwarves happened. Though this place wasn't too far from.
I think it was halfway between Kelvin's Cairn and Burn Shander.
Yeah. I thought our plan was to go up to Tourmaline, and then from Tourmaline, because we had some reason to go up there for Tumpy's girlfriend, I thought it was, and then we were gonna cross.
Flynn Trollbane was the dwarven woman that told us about the murders. So we got the bodies and one of the suspects for that in our little caravan.
Okay. So we don't need to go to Tourmaline then.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah.
So then. Yeah.
Oh, we were trying to figure out where the Targos. Wait. Yeah, we're trying to figure out which town. We were thinking that maybe they went to Tourmaline.
That might be it. So then do we want to go back to Bryn Shander, inform people there, and then go up the Calvin's Cairn way and try to find the missing sled and Yetis? Since we don't need to go.
Sled and Yetis is some kind of mobile game.
Sled and Yetis. Fast paced action. Yeah, I guess that's what we'll do. If it doesn't take us too long. So we're going to go back and deliver the bodies?
Well, because then, I mean, if we go back to Bryn Shander, we can just go up the north gate.
Yeah, I think that we would go by the area where Garrett had gone missing, and then it would be kind of a straight stretch to where the Yetis were, where that ore was. And then it would just be kind of a straight stretch down after that to the the North Gate path to the Bryn Shander.
Oh, okay.
Making sure I got those notes right. Dang. Yeah, I got no other notes on that, but
I like all the plotting.
I mean,
I had to look at the map.
You can look at it in your stuff.
yeah, it's under notes.
I picture Igna looking at the map. Because Igna was looking at the map before. I picture he has the map in his hands. Like, let's go do this.
I'm just trying to think, I mean, It just seems like the easiest path to clear things out, unless anyone has another idea.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Oh my god, what happened? Map popped in.
Yeah, I changed it.
Oh, you did this.
I'm the map.
Why is it so freaking huge? Jesus.
Because you made him a Manatar. Mantar. Alright,
Man for
you guys are in Targos. The red X on the map was where the dwarves at Northgate had marked as like they're halfway between Kelvin's Cairn and Bryn Shander, so they're somewhere in that area where their missing sled was at. So what's your guys' plan?
I guess down to Bryn Shander first to let them know, hey, Sepic's dead, Targos is no more. Or not Targos, but
Torgus?
Torga is no more. And then go up and say, hey, we're going to go try to find Garrett and the sled.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
Alright. So, damn it.
Nipple Mountain.
I can tell just by saying "God damn it" and looking at the reactions who did whichever thing. You have no poker face. So you guys remember that the trip from Bryn Shander to Targos wasn't too terribly long, and that was on foot. So it's only going to take about an hour, barring any bad rules, I guess.
What's that, boy? Boy, you want to go?
Animal handling rules?
Not yet.
Okay.
All right.
Boy, you're getting impatient. I know we'll go. Boy, shh.
So after just an hour of travel time, you guys successfully make it to Bryn Shander through Northgate, or the Northgate. Plop.
Who?
Oh, and you did not catch.
I switched maps.
Probably for the best.
All right.
People always see it if they've got like the map blowing up, zoomed in, or have high def. So,
Back in Bryn Shander at Northgate, you guys are up here. Let's see. You were trying to go back to Quinn?
Yes.
Yeah.
And she was back at the inn, which is, was it like Kelvin's Rest, I think?
Guess was at
Oh my gosh, I have so many
we
notes.
don't.
That's good.
I didn't get the name of the bar.
The name of the bar. Let's see.
In Bryn Shander.
Kelvin's Comfort. Oh, wait.
Yeah. Kelvin's Comfort Inn, is it?
Awesome.
Yep. So you're going back to Kelvin's Comfort Inn to find Quinn.
Quinn Trollbane.
Yep.
Trollbane?
Trollbane.
Trollbane.
There's a troll right in front of you with a mask on. He's like, "Do you feel powerful?"
So
I was born in the dark.
what is this? That's my roll. Somebody rolled animal handling. Why? To see if you had any disasters with the dog sled? Or was that an old roll?
That might have been
that was an old roll.
Oh yeah, just popped up because I just went back to that page. Okay. I should have had you do one, but I missed it. So yeah, you guys make your way back to Calvin's Comfort Inn, and you don't see Glenn right away. But you do see the bartender there. It's the same one as before. It's up to you guys. What do you want to do?
Tumpy would, at this point, walk up to the bartender and say, "Have you seen Glenn lately?"
Let's see. 1 second.
Troll beam.
Ogden. It was a dwarf named Ogden. Yeah, there you go. I just saw you put that in there. So yeah, you see Ogden at the bar, and as soon as he sees you guys come in, he gets a kind of a big smile on his face. And he says, welcome back. How can I help you?
Yeah, we need to talk. Sorry, it's Tumpy talking. I remember he wanted to helm this part. Yeah, we want to talk to Lynn Trollbane. We have business with her.
Kind of laughs and he says it's a little bit early for Lynn to be here, but she's here every night. Just gonna grab a table, grab some ales, and wait for her.
I think one of us would interject saying, "We kind of got a time thing going on. Do you know where she lives?" Sorry.
No, can't say that I ever asked where my customers live.
Are the Northgate Dwarves here by chance?
You passed through Northgate. You talking about the ones that gave you the quest to find their buddy?
Yeah.
They are not here. No.
Are there any dwarves here?
There were even Northwood.
You see a couple other dwarves in the room.
Shit, never mind.
Can we go up to them and ask if they know where she is?
Sure.
Or where we might be able to find her?
Yeah. You find a pair of dwarves. They look like they might be like hunters or trappers of some kind. What you doing? Mantar just walking up to a pair of dwarves.
I would like to persuade them badly. Let them know, hey, please tell us where she is. We need to speak to her.
They can give you the side eye. They take a break from drinking their ale, and they give you the side eye, and they say, "Not for knowing clean, did you say? Even if I did, I don't know I'd be telling a stranger."
That means she knows.
My name is Inga.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're not strangers.
The other one looks at you and he says, "You're still strange to me, pal."
My name is Inga.
That's not gonna do it.
And my name is Garrow.
Tumpy's just gonna like barge up and say, "Do you know where she is or not?"
Oh, a gruff fella. As I told the other one, I don't know.
Would a gold coin apiece make our friendship?
He says, "Pal, I'll take your gold, but I don't know, Lynn."
Oh, fine. I don't think they know her.
Is
Not all dwarves know each other.
Garrow's not the only racist one of this group, I guess.
So Igna, you know the area, like you know this whole like 10 towns area is it has its fair share of dwarves. They're not rare or anything. Like they're pretty plentiful here. Like probably less than humans, but not by much.
Yeah. Do I know where the dwarves hang out? Is there like a local mine nearby or something?
Oh, you're saying more racist.
Yeah, it's like all dwarves mine.
I think those three dwarves that had the Yeti attack said something about not Northgate, the North Look, or are we already in the North Look?
No, you're at Calvin's Comfort Inn. Northlook is another place completely. I imagine like a dwarven nightclub plays like EDM, maybe with like pickaxes and like metal sounds and things.
Ching. Ching.
Can we ask the bartender like how early are we? When does she usually, like, how much longer do you think she'd be until she showed up, roughly?
He wanders out from behind the bar and peeks out the door, but it's since you guys have been in 10 towns, you have not seen the light at all. It's been perpetually black, and he just kind of turns around and shrugs at you. He says, I'm guessing probably not too long now.
I mean,
We could leave a large package for her. We could wait.
Package.
We could do that.
We are running out of time. We could either stay here and wait for her, or we could leave a large package for her and take off and then return later.
Gio will ask, do you have any storage spaces that we can stow something away for until we get back? Because this is something of times of the essence. Dude, do you mind if we store these dead bodies here, man? That's not Gio. He's not Surfer.
I know.
Man.
Oh, wait. So we're also delivering Torga to her too, aren't we?
Yeah.
So someone has to be with Torga if in the event that Torga wakes up and starts blabbing.
Well, one, she's gagged, at least.
Yeah, but I mean, if we leave a gagged dwarf just here with a box and say, don't open this box under any circumstances until Hilm gets here.
Do you at least cut air holes in the box?
So I don't.
Ogden hears you guys talking, and he says, I don't know how big of a hurry you guys are in, but I swear it shouldn't be too terribly long. She has a pretty regular schedule.
We should probably. I think we should just eat and just wait. I don't know if there's any way to speed this one up.
Tumpy's already sitting down at the bar, ready to have some. Yeah.
You can't hit pause and fast forward the clock, Skyrim.
Sandwiches and ale for all.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys get your sandwiches and ales and just hang out and wait. And it's only maybe half an hour before you see Flynn walk in and plops down at the bar where she was last time you saw her. And so she sits down and she orders her ale and she gets it to her. She kind of like pulls it close and she's kind of leaning over it and she starts chuckling to herself and then just turns into like a full on belly laugh and she looks down the bar at you guys and she says,
Hi.
You guys are something else. I couldn't help but notice dog sled out there. There's a. I see Torg and she looks pretty cold, just sitting out there.
She's got furs on her.
I'm guessing she's for me.
Also,
There's another one.
and we put down just like a pow or a what? When we keep the head in a bag, just a burlap sack. Just
I didn't know we decapitated the dude.
Oh yeah, Igno said he just took the head. There was no need to carry the whole body.
yeah, cool.
So yeah, Igno, you take out the sack that you're. Do you take the head out or you just leave it in the sack?
No, just leave it in the sack. Just a bloody, dirty burlap sack. Just
I'm sure the sound of it
Makes
in the
it-
table.
yeah. A hard but wet sound hits hits the counter, and you see Ogden's eyes go wide. And Helen looks at the bag, and she looks back up at you, Igna, and she says, "I have a feeling I know what's inside, and a little bit of tact would have went a long way in a public area." And
I masked the smell with a little bit of smell of cookies.
Fresh baked cookies.
all right, this smells like cookies all of a sudden. And you see that
Cookie
a
flesh.
couple of the heads in the bar like all turn like nose to the air, like they just got a waft of cookies too. You're like, "Hey, Ogden, you baking back there?" But she kind of like reaches over and opens the sack and looks in. She looks back up and she says, "Sefik?
epic.
Sefik. All right." And you see her reach down and she pulls off a coin pouch and plops it on the table for you guys. There is 100 gold for you guys in there, as she promised.
100 gold.
She says it's thank you. It's good work. And she looks at Ogden. She says, "Ogden, sorry, a rag. If you have a rag, I'll take care of his negligence with the bag."
Oh, I'll clean that up for you. I'll use my magic a little bit to clean. I just love cleaning everything with magic.
You wish you had this in real life, don't you?
Oh, so do
Oh, God, yes.
All right. So yeah, it goes away, but like Ogden looks at it like he doesn't really like trust how clean. And you just kind of like whisked it away, and he starts scrubbing at it.
It does smell like spit as well, I guess.
He starts cleaning it, and Helen looks at you and says, "I thank you, and we should know before too long if the murders suddenly stop, if we have the right one, as I think we do." She says, "I honestly have no doubts that Sefik was the one responsible, but
We do still have
One
the
way
other
to-
body. Sorry.
are you telling her that?"
Gio would just kind of go in discreetly saying, "Well, we did find this body on them, and it looks like it may have been done by Sefik. It's just hard to tell, but if he might be one of the missing people."
She says, "May I see it?"
Sure.
Yeah.
She tells Ogden that you'll be right back, and walks out there. So when you show Lynn the corpse, like she looks it over like pretty thoroughly. She's being as discreet as she can, but you have a dog sled parked outside of a tavern door, so there's probably still people walking around. But she got the furs pulled up, and she's looking at it. She stops and looks specifically at the stab wound in his chest, and she actually like puts her fingers and like around the stab wound and like tries to pull like the clothing that's still on it to the side. And she says, I don't think this was the work of Sefik. I think this might have been Torg or one of her other bodyguards. not sure who this is. And she says, I'll take care of it and handle it if you want to leave me here.
Sure.
Yes, please do.
Do you care if I take the wrapping? You wouldn't want to just walk through town like this.
And we'll help her move.
All yours.
Money.
So, she takes it and she actually like wraps it in the furs that you guys had placed over it, and leaves it outside, like on the side of the tavern for now. It's not gonna rot. It's cold as shit here. She goes back in and she invites everybody around and gives thanks for helping find Suffolk, and says that you guys have greatly helped the people of 10 Towns. There'll probably be a little less fear. People won't have to worry so much about finding a knife in them for no apparent reason with Suffolk being gone. Please, you ever need more work, which there's no shortage of them around here. I'm sure you can find it elsewhere, but if you ever need any more work, you can feel free to come back.
Well, we'll do.
All right.
All right, I'm sure we'll be back. We have a man to save.
Yes.
See, you already picked up more work. She holds her mug up as a toast to you guys.
Andy, did you say that was 100 gold
Total.
for total?
Yep.
So divided by 6. Okay. 16 gold a person.
16 gold. Everybody add 16 gold. Take a note for Tumpy Dash.
Oh, yes.
Actually, I might be able to add it for Tumpy.
Yeah, you'd have to add it. Jesus, he's loaded. Sorry.
There's technically 16 and a half, so.
Well, I think one of you guys gets an extra one. So
Yeah.
Not me.
Not me.
Igna, take it.
I was going
I
to say
like
you can have it, but I'll take it.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's load up. Can we load up and move out?
Onward.
Let's save lives and kick Yeti ass.
Yes. I'm super excited to kick Yeti ass.
Lead the way, boy.
Onward, boy!
I'll let Boy smell the clothing from his owner.
Shit, he is loaded, isn't he?
Yeah. I think it's from everybody buying him rounds, trying to calm him down in certain situations.
All right, I added it, so he's got his 16 gold. Lady Tomps.
Yep.
I feel
Lady
like,
Tomps.
yeah, I feel like somebody needs to cast a polymorph on him and make him look like a lady. He'll be Lady Tomps.
Lovely lady jumps.
Sure. Lovely Lady Tomps.
So, it's probably getting. It was midday. It took an hour to get to Brigshander. You've been in the Kelvin's Comfort Inn for a little bit. So it's probably getting close to dusk.
Oh. We probably don't want to start our journey at dusk.
Oh, we want to wait overnight then?
And our man's going to be dead by the time we find him.
Yeah. That's the only other issue.
Side
we do
sidetrack
have, like-
by side quest.
We have lanterns and torches and stuff, so
I think we can go a good ways out and then camp halfway through if we need to.
Sounds good.
At least cover some distance so we're not too far away when it's morning.
And if we get too cold, we can all huddle together with the dogs. Big, warm, snuggle, warm fest. All the puppies.
Snuggle fest.
Snuggle fest.
Do you get cold?
I believe so. I need the coat so I don't freeze up.
Oh, okay.
Either that or he whips out like a oilkin. Don't make me cry. I'll freeze up if I cry.
That's you.
He's gone from Bruce Lee to Tin Man. What the hell's wrong with me?
What happened here?
Character development.
Journey went
Character
south.
development.
Oh, yeah, I guess we get going. We all have lanterns, so I guess we'll all fix lanterns to our dog sleds. And
Yeah, I think so.
I do have that lantern wrapping with that alcohol oil. If there's like any little post I can put it on, I can put it on the end, so we kind of have like a extra thing in the back for some light too. For my staff. Yeah.
No. It's like,
or you could put a harness on me, and I could run at the front of the dog sled. I have bird vision.
That would be interesting.
so you guys
Big
are
Batman running ahead of a dog sled team.
And is it possible for me to take I don't really need to, but take a short rest on the dog sled while G is
Yeah, I can drive.
driving?
yeah.
I don't really need to use it.
We can we'll roll for it.
Okay.
We'll see how good GU does holding it steady and not driving it off the road. Or
If I do okay, possibly. If I do shit, no.
exactly.
It's really only to get one bardic inspiration back. That's all I need. So.
Oh, I did. I was about to say. I think like a couple of us at least have a few healing potions each, maybe.
Yeah, I'm completely good on everything. I didn't expect anything on last fight except for one
He's the
bardic.
only one that's hurt at the moment.
Oh, I don't know. What's his inventory? Because I think I may have given him some healing potions when we got.
Can you access his inventory?
Oh yeah, he's got 4. So yeah, I don't think I can. I can't make him use it. No, I can't. I can't add or subtract any, but I can roll the d4s for that if you want me to.
Yeah. I should be able to go in and take one off.
Where's the really a big handful amount of d4 in sight? 4
Because it's on the floor and you're going to step on it.
If I do, I apologize for whatever I say out of anger. These fucking things now.
Before we head out, I'm gonna squish the cheeks of Boosh and Bart and Boy.
No, make an animal handling check, Curdle.
Just do it 3 times.
Boosh, Barf, and Boy. No,
Yeah.
not on Boy because he's already friendly to you.
Oh, natural 20. 22.
All right.
And a 13.
All right, you're fine with both of them. Like the natural 21, that was Boosh.
Boosh.
Boosh kind of like leans into it and lets you pat his head and scratch behind his ear. What was the second one? Barf.
Barf.
Barf is still pretty leery of you, kind of like pulling away. All right, I took Toby's healing potion off, and you healed him.
4.
Oh, I can heal him.
Yeah.
For 9 points.
Okay.
How low is he?
Healed him for 9. You didn't adjust his health bar on roll 20, right?
I can't.
Okay.
Yeah, I can only see his features and everything, but that's about it.
Okay, I got you. All right. Anybody doing anything else?
Does he need more healing?
He's at 66 out of 80.
Oh.
So he's missing.
Well, do you think that he would try the same thing that Garrett's going to try? He's going to try to short rest while Igna drives.
I'd say that's a Tumpy thing to do. He's probably had a few more ales in there and going to try to sleep it off.
What do I have to do a roll now too?
Oh, you will, yeah, when you guys take off. I'm just making sure that nobody wants to do anything else.
I can't think of anything I want.
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
All right. Garo, you're good?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Ursula's maybe good?
Yep.
All right. So you guys will head out. Let's see.
We could give Tumpy a little heal. A cure wounds.
A healing punch.
Mm-hmm. Or a slap on the butt with my staff of healing.
I'm going to punch the heel into you.
That's what she does.
Oh wait, no, you have your staff too, don't you?
Get better.
I forgot.
Yep. So
Get
I could
just beat him.
Get better now!
Beats him until the bolts disappear.
You can knock him on the head with your staff of healing.
Yep. I think I'm gonna do
Oh
that.
shit, I forgot you had that.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are down
Oh,
in Chander. Now, are you going on the road like to Targos and then north, or are you cutting straight across the tundra towards Kelvin's Cairn?
Shortest distance between 2 points, I say.
People's
Yeah, that's
lives
right.
are on the line.
Yeah, I think we need to cut some time, shave off some times.
We're going to have to take the risk to hopefully save the day.
We got dogs.
We got some lights,
Let's
And-
do it.
and we can only hope to God that we roll okay.
Well, so what did you do?
I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
I feel like I'm missing something.
Yeah, you have to look real hard.
Oh, no.
It wasn't me. For once.
I don't see anything.
Oh, well, that's cool.
Oh,
It's where Nipple Mountain used to be.
What? Why would...
It's always
Bags
Nipple
of
Mountain.
No, you're supposed to leave that there.
nope.
You know how there's Hard Rock Candy Mountains? Hard Rock Nipple Mountains.
Kelvin's
Leave
Cairn.
it there until the end of the campaign when he finally realizes it. You go, oh, that's been there since session 3.
It'd be like TPK.
A legion of storm giants marches upon your party.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you guys just walk in on the nest of Remoraz?
Okay.
That'd be some nasty
We're going to
shit.
get those.
God almighty.
I can't wait. Kill you all.
Don't. At least wait until I'm level 6, man. I'd at least like to have magical punches. So I can
So
go out fighting.
you guys are leaving Bryn Shander. It's dusk by the time you leave. You do your heals and everything. Did Cradle actually heal Tumpy for anything?
Yeah, I want to. I think I'll do. You said he's at 66
Out of 80.
years?
So he's missing 14.
I'll do a second level cure wounds with my staff of healing. I'll slap him on the butt cheeks
Okay.
for 8 points.
For how much?
8.
8 points.
You can fight with that thing too, right?
Yeah, I changed it so she could use it as a weapon.
So if you two-hand it, you get a 1d8. Is that what it is?
Yeah, if one single hand is D6, 2 hands at D8.
So you can do a d8 and then punch or kick afterwards. That's dope.
So, so you guys go 2 hours here, and I want to see one thing.
Kara would stand up and be like, "Go, dogs, go!"
Go dogs go.
Yep. He doesn't know.
And Gio would be like, mush?
Mush is delicious. I don't have any. Why are you asking? Or yelling at you? Don't have to yell mush at me. I don't have any.
So you guys, the temperature's dropping pretty rapidly while you're out, and you make it to about there a few hours into your run. Travel time's a little bit different because you're not traveling between the two cities. You're going over open tundra. There's not a road here. You're kind of trailblazing. It's you have a pretty good feeling like it's starting to get late.
Oh,
Does it seem to be any
wagons and maybe rest up for a bit?
Yeah, are there any large rocks or any overhangs or trees nearby that we can at least kind of do like a setup around?
So it's dark, and some of you have lanterns, some of you have night vision, but night vision doesn't really help with visibility from snow conditions. So your visibility is not so great, and you don't see. You can roll a perception check and see.
Disadvantage?
Yeah, for being snowy conditions.
Alrighty, I'm gonna digitally do it because ever since you taught me that, I'm having a good time with that.
Even though you got your 7 sets of new dice.
Ooh, one was a natural 20, but the other one was an 18.
Okay, so and Igna's 13. Neither of you guys see anything that looks like natural shelter, like no stones, nothing like that. So it looks like from right here where you're at, it looks like a lot of like open, flat ground.
Well,
yeah. Circle around, I guess.
yeah, let's make a circle with the dog sleds and we'll camp in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. The dogs seem like content to just sleep where they're at. They don't seem too bothered. Are you feeding the dogs or doing anything?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Little Andy, Stormy, Hookerfoot, Marvin,
Oh my god.
Tim Coon, Roger Moon,
Roger.
Chibata, Rye, Pumpernickel, Sourdough. The hell kind of bread is that?
Ciabatta?
No. FICC or FACCIA.
Focaccia.
I've never had that.
Focaccia.
What you said, whole wheat, Gouda,
Wait, you have to say
cheddar,
whole
feta, Colby, whole wheat, boosh, barf, and boy.
And I'm sorry for that, and I think that's where we're going to end the episode.
My soul.
That's terrible.
For the break, you mean?
Well, yeah, our break was this episode because, broke the illusion, but we recorded.
I wanted to make sure we knew because last time there was confusion. I wish we were ending before the day.
Yeah.
It was Andy's fault.
Ending the episode because how we have to do things a limited time. We record 2 episodes any time we sit down to play. We don't get to do it, but once a month. So we gotta kind of stretch it out what we can. So 2 videos every time we get together to play, and this is where we'll stop the first one, and we'll see you guys next episode. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you had fun, and if you did, please do the good old like, comment, subscribe, and pass a link along. Thank you, and we'll see you later.
Bye.